And that was Leonardo's Island's trailer, ladies and gentlemen. A charming game about island life. And now to talk more about it, we have Daniel and Alisher joining us on stage to talk more about Leonardo's Island. Daniel, Alisher, thank you so much for joining us. Tell me, how did you start to think of the concept of Leonardo's Island?
Well, first of all, hello, thank you for inviting. And 8 years or 9 years ago, I saw the first videos of the game Besiege.
Besiege,
and
okay.
I was so inspired by this building system that you can build a physics machine and they was working, moving, exploding, etc. So I was inspired and I was thinking I would like to make my own game with a building system a little bit different, because later I also was inspired by Age of Piracy.
Okay.
That's why it's a mess of building system with Age of Piracy.
Wow, that's awesome. And 8 years coming into this. With Leonardo's Island, it also has a story element to it. So can you tell me about Leonardo and like how you came up with this character?
Actually, the name of the game Leonardo's Island is homage to Da Vinci, because the style of construction is like Da Vinci, with his flying machines and with wooden constructions.
Okay.
So Leonardo is not a main character; it's just a name homage
for
to Da Vinci.
the inspiration to how the building and
Yeah.
building and also foraging is something that's super important in this game. So let's actually jump into the game, and can you show us a little bit more about Leonardo's Island?
Yeah, for sure. The game starts with a little cutscene that explains you how you achieve to the island.
Yeah.
Because pirates throw you away from their ship, and when you discover first instrument is an axe, you may start to collect resources. For example, to cut trees. Cutting the tree, you will receive wood and ropes. And here at the left, you have panel with all key buttons. The first one, for example, is get stuck. Well, because I have a big island, and as I develop it alone, I did not have time to test every small location when it can be stuck. Also, when you build, you can build construction around yourself, and if you
can't get
do
out.
not, yes, exactly. So yes.
Oh my gosh.
Then you have equipment when you can your items to move to the places when you can use, and a logbook with the tasks. So the first task for building is fences.
Okay. I was telling you guys this. I had a hard time aligning the fences, so please teach us how to put up a fence in this tutorial of Leonardo's Island. Because yes, we have the perimeter here. So and I like how there's a tutorial to kind of teach you the basics first before we jump into like the more creative aspects of this game.
Yes. So here you have an example preview that you can build, but actually any preview is not mandatory. You can build anything you want. The first missions are target for learn how to build. So here you have sometimes a progress. So for example, you have to put here 80 fences. See?
Okay.
Any item has its own tips, features for placing. So here we have, for example, mass placing on terrain, translate up down, and rotate while place. The more descriptions plus videos are here, so you can check before to place.
Yeah.
So this item you can place one by one, or you can use mass.
Oh wow! Look at that.
placing,
That is, and then you can
adjusting
curve
the
it.
curve,
Oh,
yes.
okay, nice.
Also, before to place, you can add some noise to make it a little bit more realistic.
Oh, okay. Wow, the creativity is endless here with how well you can actually construct the fence. I did not know you could do that. I was putting it one at a time. So there's that. Alisher, talk to me about how the experience has been in the booth so far, helping out Daniel over here.
Yeah, it was incredible. We met a lot of people, and obviously guiding them how to build
discovered
things.
a lot of bugs. We discovered a lot of ideas.
That's
So
what
it
it
was
is.
very
Yeah,
useful.
I wanted to skip this part, but yeah, well, apparently we had to.
We have to go through it. And a lot of developers here actually like, yeah, they're loving the feedback we've been getting. So, you know, a lot of things that we got to improve on. But yeah, you got to go through the public eye. But so far, I'm guessing a lot of love being shown to you guys here in the booth or in Indie Wavemakers. So was there any feedback that was that you'll develop, that you will actually mark down to work on?
Yes, for example, the movement of the camera in construction mode, because I'm accommodated with working on Blender or another IDs, and the movement is right click, wheel, scrolling, and pressing the wheel. But I heard that a lot of people were saying it may be done better. I mean, for example, using keyboard. Yeah, but in case of keyboard, it was another part why I did not implement it, because you can rotate items.
Yeah.
So here I have a mess of ideas that I need to clarify. Well, I already clarified something, and currently the demo is live on Steam. Everybody can play it and test.
Okay.
But soon I will put fixes of bugs and of course updates in the construction in the building system. So should be more comfortable for players.
Nice. Okay, I like this. That's people can actually try it out, and then it's still going to keep improving. So you can definitely follow the journey of Leonardo's island.
Exactly. And also I'm in the moment in the game when it's very important, because there are some items that you can place with the different modes. For example, first mode is vertical one, so from terrain you can, or any other item, you can control the size of the item, and it will place like a normal to the plane of the item.
Right.
Or if you can join,
okay.
if you can join, you click on T button, and it will toggle the position of
Cool. Wow. Okay.
So now is in mode joining. But if you want, you can press T again, and you come back to the mode of normal placing.
Nice. So yeah, you could be very creative with your placements here of how you want to construct anything, like a jungle gym of sorts. But yeah, I can understand that the possibilities of constructing things are definitely endless, and that the tutorial needs to be super important for them to understand these type of rules. So now it seems like you're making a hammock. So
yes, hammock, like other items like planks or staves, is just from one point to another, drag and drop. Also, the third mission, when people was playing, I realized that I need to first add more highlights, and also I need to create, I think, some kind of article in Steam explaining the mechanics, because I will show you. If you put the column, also as the preview of the model is not mandatory, you can hide it. Yeah. So you want to create a tent. Yeah. For this you can use a column, and it has a round shape. And I will show you an example. If in the case of square beam, here is a plane, and you put another item here, like as a normal, yeah? So with a rounded element, it depends on the location of your mouse. It will be like here, or it will be like here. So
because it's round.
Yes, because it's round. So you can enjoy this shape of placing. So if you want a tent, it's very difficult to put it on square beam. But if you have round shape, it's like first you put first element and rotate it to desired location. And now, as you can see, just moving the mouse around, you can put first element, second element.
Okay. Because it's that shape. Okay, very interesting. Wow, it just seems like the design principles here are really put on display. You can really go wild with whatever you want to build with these type of shapes, and you're giving the players creative freedom on what they want to be able to build.
Exactly, the freedom of buildings is very wide, but also after my friends was playing first time, I received a feedback that if you don't like to too deeply in building, you would like to have some presets to help.
Presets, okay.
Yeah. So I created some kind of presets for building. For example, here we have a more complex possible building like a tower. Yeah. It's a sample. It's not mandatory. You just need to go up and take this spyglass. But if you don't want to build something very complicated, you don't like it, you can build something more simple. You can toggle visibility, and you can use, for example, base building.
Ah.
It helps you to build something symmetrical in an easy way. So you don't need to calculate length, positioning, etc. And you just use these elements. You can tweak. For example, square. You can adjust its size.
Oh, okay.
You can adjust the height of the main pillars. Also, you can use another shape.
A rectangle.
So more elements you can adjust.
Okay.
And finally, this one that is interesting, you can put different kind of.
Ooh, and then kind of make it closer, far apart. Okay.
So, if you go down, you see rotation part. And also rotation in case of square beams. If you build a very big house and you work something, and you want something to be different, not so symmetrical, for example, you put size very huge, no? You join pillars.
Oh, okay.
You join for the floor, and you can rotate, for example, pillars itself here.
Okay.
In case of squares, if you have columns, it not makes sense to rotate them, yeah, because they are round. So here we can
just
put
so that the rocks won't get in the way. All right.
important that elements, base elements, could not collide. If collides another elements, it will be placed without them. But with base elements should not be collision.
Okay. Okay.
So then we can put change the height
of the base.
Yes.
Okay. Nice.
And finally we can put the floor.
Oh. So this feature is for the ones that don't necessarily want to explore too much creative and just want to get into the game aspect.
Or if you want to build some construction in very symmetrical way. Imagine you build your house and you just put floor here and the walls, roof, windows you do by yourself. But the base is very symmetrical and helps you to build in more easy way. And you don't need to calculate positions. About positions I will be back later because I have another feature. I will place it.
Nice. I like that we have wood for us to use this because if we run out of wood, we weren't able to do that. Okay.
We have settings that let us also to use, for example, for terrain, we can use.
Wow. Okay.
For example, if we take terrain element, it will not free positioning, but with a grid position, like 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter, etc. You can place between, and you can adjust to be more precise.
Okay, nice. Wow.
Also, the same for rotation. You can put a rotation step. For example, you can put 20 angles, and now if you click to rotate, 20 angles.
No, okay. You can definitely adjust it along. Oh, wow. So you can create a ramp. You could create like a lot of very interesting architectural builds here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Also, as you can see, we are playing enough, so we have a night here.
Oh, day and night element, right?
Yeah.
So even when you're constructing, there's a day and night that goes on.
Yes.
All right. And there's also, like in the trailer, you have to defend the land too, right?
Yes, after complete several missions, like now I will able to put stairs. As you can see, we have too big the length. So wooden elements has limits, but if we use rope, it has no limits and can be
stretched.
Yeah.
Wow.
And also a lot of elements you can tweak. Also you can adjust the gap.
Width. Okay, the gap of the stairs. Nice.
And finally, you can test your construction. For example, for building on the terrain, you have several items for play. For example, hammock or cannons. They are items with interaction.
Can you go in though? Okay, we're gonna.
Yes, the door also has interaction.
Oh, there's the door. Okay,
I mean, it has sound, so when it opens, yes. Fire will damage you if you. And of course, hammock. So you are here and you can just relax and enjoy the sunset when it will come.
Yeah, Leonardo seems happy with that, so you're good. Okay.
Yes.
Can we check the stairs?
Yes. Well, stairs is very interesting element because if you put them like here, you can walk without any problem, yeah? But if the stairs will be too vertical,
Yeah.
you need to start jumping.
Oh,
So it
okay.
depends, yeah.
Copy.
And finally, we have the spyglass, and here is a little cutscene. So,
This is the guy that kicked you out of the ship, right?
yeah, you should start to prepare to battle with them.
Oh my. Oh, they settled in. Okay.
It's like these pirates that throwed you away, and they came another time to the island to check if you are there.
Oh, okay. Back to
Yeah.
see if you. Okay, okay, okay.
So now you should prepare for the fight. For this you need cannons.
Wow.
Ah, by the way, here we have a
The
sunset.
sunset. There it is, folks.
Also, after this is my second event in public with my game.
Wow.
The first thing that I learned is that I can give one advice for every developer.
Please.
If you are developing a game, don't do it only by yourself. Start to spread the word, start to talk with people as much earlier possible. Because I did not do it. I was development because I like the building system and I was focusing on it. And after speaking with people, I discovered that, for example, today I'm migrating from Unity built-in to Unity URP, and the graphics that you see will be changed. And I already posted in Instagram and YouTube a video showcasing a little bit what will be, because I still working on it,
Right.
and it will be even better.
Okay. So I think that we are in our final message already. Again, Leonardo's Island, folks, is just so deep with creativity. Can I ask you guys, Daniel and Alisher, is there any message you want to give out there for people that watching and that want to know more about Leonardo's Island? How can they support? How can they follow your journey in Leonardo's Island?
Well, I will post several ideas about the game, and I would appreciate any feedback. Also, the demo is live, so any bug discovered, any idea is welcome.
Yeah.
By the way, I would like to mention that the game at the moment is single player, but will have a multiplayer, so you will be able to build your ship, battle with other players. You will be able to sell your creations. If somebody built a very precious ship, you can buy it.
Oh, wow.
Or
Okay.
any construction on the island. Fortification, complexity,
Nice.
yeah.
It has that community aspect.
Exactly.
I love it. I can't wait
Yeah.
for it to go more. Alisher, any final closing thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, as Daniel said, any feedback always appreciated. It's true that we find out a lot of bugs and things that can be improved. So that will really highly value. Obviously, any thoughts on improving? Other than that, we always appreciate it.
Okay, all right, guys, you've heard it here. The demo is already out. Please wish list it. It really means a lot for this 6+ journeys, like X amount of years journey of Leonardo's Island. Do check it out. Thank you so much to Daniel and Alisher for the time.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
you guys.
Thank you.
We'll be taking a very short break. When we come back, more of Indie Wavemakers, folks. Stay tuned.